I love that. That was excellent. I think that was probably the single greatest rendition of Near the Cross I have ever heard. And it's great to be able to say, I know the guy that did that. Anyway, I'll be back right after this announcement. Are you a local artist or band? Do you have a CD that can be played on WECI? Would you like to be on the local artist spotlight? Well, if so, then give me a call at 962-3541 or call the office at WECI during regular business hours at 983-1246 or send your email to lasweci@yahoo.com. All right, and that's all you've got to do if you want to be on the program. It's one of those 2 or 3 things that you were given there, and we'd love to have you on here. I think the program is beginning to grow. In fact, starting to wonder if anybody was listening. And Brian Daniker just left here with his little boy, and he was telling me that he got that spot because of the show, and I think that's great. That encourages me to keep on keeping on, as it were, and keep the fire burning, or whatever you say, you know, run with the torch and all those slogans that everybody uses. Anyway, back to the show here. I asked Willie what he thought the local music scene and local artists give back to the community that famous artists just can't give. Here's what he had to say.
I think that in the music business, from what I've understood of it, there is a big push to imitate whatever is famous and cool at the moment on the top 40 charts. And the cool thing about the local artists is they're not necessarily imitating everybody else. They're doing whatever whatever inspires them and whatever they feel like doing. There are so many really good musicians that just haven't been discovered. One of my favorite musicians is a guy named Greg Brown, and they play him a lot on the college radio stations, but they don't play him much. You know, he hasn't had a national hit that I know of, and so the local musician is going to be more in tune with maybe the grassroots movement of whatever the people are into. And also, there's a better chance to get to know the person, and I'm never going to know Elton John, you know, I mean, he's too big, but, you know, maybe I might get to meet somebody local. And I think it's such a more intimate fan base, I guess, when there's a local musician. And they understand the causes of the local area, so if, you know, there is a request for a musician to come and support something that somebody in the community's doing, it's a whole lot easier to get a local talent out to do that, and they're more willing to do it for free and to help support what they might consider a good cause.
That is the best answer I have ever had to that question of all the people I've had in here. And now, here is my favorite song written and recorded by Willie. It's called Sloth, and here's Willie to tell us all about it.
It's about laziness, and I have this fascination with 7 deadly sins, and I think this was the first song that I wrote about them, and it just hit me one day when I was at work. I did security, and so I sat around a lot, and it just hit me. I'm doing nothing all day, and I was like, oh, that's a song, so I started writing it down. And it's really about the guy that he doesn't want to change his life, and there's no real reason that he doesn't want to change his life. There's no